Hello guys, welcome to Electronics. So in today's episode, I found yet another charger in my parts bin, and this one was a trash picked one. I took this literally from the trash. Uh, it was long ago. I don't remember because, as I mentioned, this was lying in my parts bin. So I still remember this. I picking this thing up from the trash, and when I plug this in, it works just fine. See, it works fine. So, and the interesting thing is that this was for a Sony Ericsson phone. If you ever had a Sony Ericsson phone, you can pretty easily recognize this port that the old Sony Ericsson phones used. And in fact, it says Sony Ericsson. Maybe this K750 is the model of phone that it supports. So it is made by a company called Rivera. Chinese names, funny names. Anyways, let's take it into bits and see how good this thing is. And taking out this thing is really simple. It's just few couple of logs here and there, so it's not a huge deal. Let's take this thing into bits anyways. So that side has come out really easily, so let's see. Yeah, let's just destroy it completely. Don't care. Oops. Oh shit. I accidentally. Okay, now that's out. Wait, what that? Look at that. Man. I'm seeing a lot of. What in the world is that? I'm seeing blown components all over, and yet the light still works. Why? What? It still has some burn marks over there. I wonder if that is from the inside. No, it's not from the inside, but let's see. Let's take. I'm seeing a lot of. This thing is not coming out. Let's take the board out anyways, shall we? So I'm going to use a screwdriver to actually get the board out. See? I need to take this out anyways. Oh, here it comes, here it comes. Okay. Oh my god, look at that. What on earth is that? Look at the soldering job on that thing. Is that neutral and phase connected together? Is that what I just plugged into my AC mains? That could have easily tripped my breaker. Holy. Clearly someone has. I'm suspecting that this thing. Somebody thrown this away. Actually, because you can clearly see why they may have thrown this away, because it is blown, but still the output light is working. That means this LED is always connected at the secondary side, which means there is 5 volts at the 5 volt or whatever volt. There is something at the output, but still I can see 2 new components because everything else, and a third new component because everything else except these two resistors. There's a 2.2 ohms resistor right there. This is a 330 ohms. This has to be that may explain why this is like that. Chances are this is a 2.2 ohms resistor, so a fusible resistor. That is the reason why it looks soldered across those tracks and everything else looks okay. There is even a short circuit there. No, there's a burn track that you can find, and look at whoever did this. Whoever repaired this thing did a terrible job, because if you look at the separation between the AC mains terminal itself, look at that. Those are the line and neutral. Those are supposed to be the line and neutral, and what a ridiculous job that they done. Probably the person who got this thing after repair may have seen this, and that's the reason why they thrown it away. And I am being an idiot, just picked it up and plugged it randomly on my plug right here. What an idiot I am. I mean, this could have seriously, if those two wires were shorted together, it could have, you could have, I think you will see something interesting going on in the camera, because everything will be showering sparks and everything. But man, this is something that I am going to throw in the trash, just like that charger, the high-tech charger, which I shall link in the description and up here. Just like I thrown that away, I'm going to throw this away, because there is no justification for keeping this. Absolutely horrible. For some reason the capacitor may be exploded, and they have replaced that with a brand called subcaps. I don't know how good that is. It's a 2.2 microfarad 400 volts capacitor. So basically, I think the diode is also new. No, the diode, maybe the diode is also new, I don't know. Clearly those two components were failed, and also the diode. The fusible resistor has blown, and that's what created the soot, this ash soot all over here. And they're using Samyang branded capacitors, Samyang, and Luxon on the secondary side. It uses what I can barely even see the number on that thing. I mean, I do have a cotton swab somewhere here. Yeah, let's see what is the numbering on that transistor right there. It is a Radcom B120A. Radcom 120A. I've recently taken out some other charger that uses Radcom components. It used Radcom. Yeah, it was also a charger. I believe the Kensinda charger, I believe, which I shall link down here and up there. So pretty simple circuit in terms of simplicity. This is a single transistor model, so this is probably the simplest SMPS charger that we can find. It looks like it has decent separation, but this point right here maybe only 2 or 3 millimeters away, and the absolute ridiculous thing is going to be the transformer. You can guarantee that this has nothing inside, probably just a single or couple of turns of the yellow plastic thingy. So man, this thing is ridiculous, and look at the state of this thing. It's completely blown, and I really wonder who took the effort to actually repair this thing. Just throw this away. This thing is really dirt cheap. Like, you can get this thing for like, say, less than 50 rupees. Anyways, I think the only reason I'm telling I can find someone using this is because they were trying to fix it just as a DIY project. Maybe, I don't know, whatever. So this thing works in a different way, because the transistor, it's a single transistor, so it operates in a primary sensing method. So the feedback winding will have a diode, which has to be that diode, has to be Zener diode, because when the secondary voltage exceeds certain point, the Zener diode will conduct, and that conduction will get the base of this transistor pulled down. That will stop this thing from switching, and that's how this thing regulates itself. So yeah, that's it, man. That is the most bizarre thing that came across my teardown so far. Anyways, hope you like that video. Thanks for watching. See you in another video.